Hi.
Hey,
Wait, I want to start my video. What the hell? Yes. How come it says crossed out video, Cindy?
I have no idea.
Like, what do you mean? Yes, use that camera. What's the problem? I've only got one camera. Oh, I don't have time for this. Are you the only one here so far?
I am.
Good.
I
At
am.
least I don't look so stupid that in
You
front
want
of
to log out and then come back in and see if.
No, I think I got it now. Well, I'm
Okay.
choosing a different virtual background, so maybe
Okay.
that will like reset the camera. I got the
Yes,
little,
I could do-
the blue circle is spinning. It's good to see you, even though you can't see me. I'm
Right,
telling
right.
you, I had a really great, I don't know, when Coco and I got,
Hello, everybody. Susie's having a little bit of technical difficulties, so welcome.
I don't know what my technical difficulty is.
Now I can hear you, Susie. I couldn't hear you for a while.
You know what? It was like my computer froze. I don't have time for this today. Hey, that looks normal. Can you see me now?
Not
No.
yet.
Darn it. Well, hey, I got the right background going.
Well, that's good.
Video settings. Yes, the video. Play the video. Here we go. Maybe I
It's
will.
so
Maybe-
good to be back with you guys. I feel like it's been a century or two.
It was
Oh,
August 28th. Oh my God. Oh my God.
I
Hey!
sold my. There you are. We can see you. Yay!
Hi,
Well, let me
Janine.
tell you, I sold my
Hello.
house, moved to a rental since we puzzled together the last time. So
Yeah, you moved. We have a whole new view behind you.
yeah,
I like the waterfall because then when I go away and I'm on my iPad, you can look at the waterfall instead of just my ugly, messy office with all the boxes and puzzles. Oh my God, it's such a disaster.
I realize my bathroom door is open back here.
No, it's okay. It's dark over there. Can't see
yeah. It
anything.
just looks like an open door.
It's
Now,
just an
if
open door.
someone turned the light on and went in there and used it while you were in, that would be different.
That would be
That
yeah.
would be different.
Only if they left the door open.
Well,
Yeah.
that is true.
That's true.
Well, you know, that's family.
Yeah. So
Hey,
does Coco is Coco going to be able to join us?
Well, I hope so.
Okay.
Because there's-
I just checked on my admin. Hey, Coco,
There she
speaking
is.
of the devil, she's in Connecticut and they got 22 inches of snow. It just stopped snowing about an hour ago.
yeah, so
So
the little map said Coco in New York was not going to be like terrible like people in Maine.
Yeah.
I wonder if Hope's going to make it.
hey, Coco.
Hi, Coco.
Hey everyone, just get off my headset and move it to my regular speaker. All right.
We got Elaine's blind. Hey.
How many do we have today, Susie?
It's something like 25. I mean, that's who signed up, but then I got, I'm worried about people in the Northeast, and I know, I heard from Linda today, and she said she's not sure, and Fran said probably not. So
Yeah.
I feel so bad for Fran. She's like one of my friends here locally in Scottsdale, and she came by my house to pick up her puzzles last week. And she was telling me that she had like really bad pinched nerve in her neck, and like it just like immobilizes her, and she was going to try to get a shot, and she was supposed to go on a cruise in Antarctica. And I'm going like, oh my God, you could not do a long flight with your like neck back screwed up. I mean, it's okay for you to go on a cruise, but that one with a flight that's 20 hours or something, oh my God, you can't do that. And she texted me today. She goes, yeah, I feel like crap, canceled the cruise, probably can't do the puzzle party. I was like,
Oh, no.
Well, I'm glad you're not gonna go on that really long flight, but I'm bummed you won't be able to make the party.
Yeah.
But who knows? Maybe she'll feel better and pop in. Who knows? Hey, I see new people. We see.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, Kathy. So Kathy, I messaged with Bob yesterday. So any of you who know Bob Zulu Walsh, I don't know if you know his whole story, but he moved. He was in a car accident and his brother died last year. So like he had like so much personal drama going on. I felt so bad for him. But I also wanted anyone here to know that he has the fairy puzzle. So it's the reason why it's just sitting there is because he has it, and his brother who passed away used to take care of their parents. So now he's in South Carolina taking care of their parents.
Oh, boy.
And the puzzle's back home in Indiana. So whenever he gets back to Indiana and thinks about it, he's gonna ship the puzzle to Kathy.
Okay.
But who knows when that is? We've asked him a couple times, but obviously he's going through a lot. So it's a low priority, you know?
That's fair.
Yeah. But I know there's so many people that sometimes comment on our big group saying, "Where's the fairy puzzle?" It was like, well, I know Mary had it, and Mary confirmed she sent it to Bob, and I just thought that he had sent it along already. So it is what it is.
Yeah.
So like we got a decent number of people here so far. Hi.
Good.
Lynn, you should call yourself Lynn instead of Calvin, even though he's sitting right there. So Coco, Calvin is Lynn.
Okay, give me 1 second. Let me go make sure I got that right. Let's see. Sign manually.
So
Calvin is
there's
Lynn.
no new people here yet.
Okay, so Calvin is Lynn. Got it.
Hey, Ashley's here. She's a new person. Hi, Ashley.
Hi everybody.
Hi, Ashley. Welcome.
Thank you.
Don't open your puzzle until we instruct you to do so.
You
You
can
have
have your scissors ready.
Have your scissors ready. Woo! Look at that. It looks like she's like on a show.
Right? It does.
Maybe
I
I'm just so darn excited.
It doesn't take much to entertain me, let me tell you. I got it. Okay. Hey, Beth. Is Amanda here? Nope, don't see her. How's the weather? Her weather's good. Okay, so we got 16.
Susie, just so you wonder, I did watch the video of how you wrap these, just so you wonder if people are watching those videos of how you package these for
Oh,
mail.
yeah. And then, she's not here yet. Yeah, so that's my way of packing because those envelopes are free.
Right.
And if you
Sure.
wrap them really tight in a tight square, they don't like bounce around and usually land on their head or anything like that. But it did learn something. I send them frequently like 2 stacked taped together.
Mhm.
And I sent 2 to one person who only got 1.
Oh,
Like the Postal Service managed to rip them apart. I go, how in the world? Like I had done that a million times, but that person only got 1 puzzle. I was like, oh my God.
When we did Pam's a couple days ago, we put an extra thing around the whole thing.
Yeah.
And
Well,
hopefully nobody said they didn't get them.
I
We
frequently
got 'em.
wrap them in paper. So I also sometimes wrap them in paper. So now if I've got 2 that I'm taping together, if I have time, I'm going to wrap them in paper because that gives them an extra layer of togetherness. Like I learned my lesson when I sent that traded puzzle. I'm never being flippant about my taping of 2 together again.
Is Trina
If you
on,
wrap them
Susie?
in paper, though, on the top of each puzzle, you could write the address, and then if they got separated, they might.
Yeah, well,
Miraculously find their
I will
way.
definitely write more on them too. If I put tape 2 together and I don't wrap them in paper. Hey, I see Amanda. I'm checking all the names, Coco. Everybody's got a real name.
Yay.
Hi, Valerie.
I was looking for you a minute ago. So
Did you say
Is
me?
Trina there?
20. We got 20.
Susie, is Trina there?
I don't see Trina.
She doesn't know if she's gonna get home in time because she doesn't think her Waze app added the time. Cause she went straight down to Alabama and then over to Florida. So she wasn't sure she would be there, but she's gonna come in whenever she gets here.
Yeah, well,
get
you
home.
know what? You should, I don't know what. If she shows up when we're in the breakout rooms, she'll be like in no man's land unless she can get a hold of me or Coco. So just tell her to ping me. I mean, she knows me.
Right.
Yeah, okay, so
Okay.
we got 115. We got 21 people out of 25. Oh, and then we lost one again, and then we gained one again. Tiffany, you're going in and out. Okay, I'm gonna start it. So, thank you for coming. We're so excited at the beginning. We were going, oh my God, we haven't done this since August 28th. Hi, Pat. And it's been so long, 5 months. Wow, can you believe it's been 5 months? But you know, there was a lot of people that weren't showing up to the summer ones because we all like finally got a life and we could go outside in the sunshine. So it was like, okay, well, this is kind of a waste when half the people don't show up. And then, you know, it takes a lot of coordinating for me and Coco to both have a day available. Because she's traveling and working and I'm traveling and traveling and traveling again. And it just takes a while for us to line up together. So the first thing I'm going to say is thank you to Lori. Wave Lori. Lori is the one who shipped most of the puzzles.
Oh, I'm not me. I'm waving to Lori.
Yeah, well, you can wave, you can clap, whatever, but she's so awesome helping with the shipping. So the deal we got, once the price went up, you know, we used to get those really great low prices for the puzzle, and then Dowdle was paying for the shipping. But then when they got this new CEO who's a jerk, and he's the one that raised our prices and doesn't allow them to do shipping and all this stuff. So when that happened, I got a different price if our friend David at Dowdle delivers the puzzles to someone physically in Utah than mailing. So if he mails me a big box that costs more than if he drives his car to Lori's house on his way home and drops a big ass box at her house. So
yeah, and I'm like right off the freeway, so it's not like it's a big deal for me.
Right. So the new way is most of the time Lori's gonna ship because we get a lower price, and then maybe I can break even. So that's why Lori's helping shipping. And then Coco, where's Coco?
I'm the bright sun.
Oh,
sitting-
you're in the bright sunshine. I can't see
Gonna
you.
move, actually.
That's okay, as long as we know that's you. So Coco,
All that glare off all that snow in New York, isn't it?
Exactly.
So Coco, who you can't see at the moment, she
There
helps
she is.
with the puzzle parties. So if you're new, right now Coco's working really hard to put all of us into little breakout rooms. Because there's people that do the competition and they want to be in their own room. And then there's sisters, they want to be in their own room, mothers and daughters, friends. So all the special requests of I want to be with XYZ, that makes us have to pre-arrange the group breakout room. So Coco works really hard to get them all set while I blabber at the beginning. So let's start now, and everybody get your puzzles ready and let's open them up. Because I know you're dying to find out what's in there. And I know it takes some work with our scissors.
Stretch your mud. Woo-hoo.
It packed very well, though.
Yeah.
Oh, fun.
Oh, wow.
So
Look,
I hope you guys haven't done this one. I don't see it very often in our group. It looks really cute. Okay, so
Oh,
let
super
me know when
cute.
everybody's
Somebody in this
open.
one?
What?
Isn't there somebody in our group who's in this picture with her dog?
Really?
Right?
I don't know. We'll have to read the legend when we get done. So when
Love
everybody,
it.
Is
That's-
everybody
You're
got
right.
theirs
I've heard
open?
it on a puzzle party.
Yeah.
Okay, as soon as everybody has their puzzle open, we'll hold them up, but I want to make sure that everyone has them open. So is everybody ready?
I'm not.
Okay, wait, we got one not ready.
Susie, when we're done with this, I'd like to just say a little thing, if I could.
Well, I'm gonna do that in the first break,
Oh, okay, okay, that's good.
okay, because the competition people
Oh.
are gonna get impatient.
Pam, I'm ready.
Okay, yeah, so everybody's ready except Maggie, who showed up late. Hurry up, honey. You know, I thought you guys in the competition room were gonna have a chance and Maggie wasn't making it, but you know. here she- Okay, hold them up so I can take a picture of all your smiling
Picture
faces
here,
with
dear.
your puzzle. 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay. And then, wait, I'm gonna show my shirt. Oh, can't show my shirt. Coco, show your shirt. There you go. So if you're new to the group.
Yeah.
I had these shirts designed and we love them. And I'm telling you, if you spill on your shirt and you land on the heart, you just wipe it right off. It's all slippery. But anyway, if you want one of these, I designed them like so that we could have them on the puzzle parties, on the Zoom parties, but then I also make other colors when we have an in-person event. So we love them. They're fun and, you know, but they're not required. So are you ready, Coco?
I am almost ready. In fact, I'm just gonna say if anyone gets dropped, right? Because I know like internet, like you're mentioning, anyone comes in late. Susie, you might have to email me or pop back into our room and I'll go and assign them real quick, right? 'Cause I
Yeah.
won't see them, okay?
Yeah.
Or just text me, whatever. I'll have my phone close by.
Oh, wait, I did want to say one other thing. Nope, I can wait. I'll wait till the break. Never mind. Go ahead. We're ready
Okay.
to go when you are, but if you're not
Okay.
ready, I'll talk.
I am done. I got everyone in there. So just to confirm, the folks in the competitive group, Amanda, Kathy, Lori, Maggie, and myself. Everyone
Yep.
else is assigned out by what you guys have given me. So I'm going to open all the rooms right now and you can start going into your rooms.
Okay.
Thank you.
Where am I going? I'm going to see. No, I'm going to D.
Got 'em.
Sorry, there you go. All right.
There you go.
Okay, sorry. I said I'm from Wyoming. So,
Yep, I was in Wyoming last May.
Up
We
in the
did
mountains.
Yellowstone and all that fun stuff.
yep, I only live a short drive away from those.
We flew into Salt Lake City and then stayed with friends in Idaho, then did Yellowstone and then drove over to and did Mount Rushmore. So it was a wonderful trip. Flew out of Denver.
Oh, nice. Nice.
I can't get my box
Know
out
that
of my-
area quite.
Anybody else having trouble getting their box out of their sleeve?
No?
I
No,
have never
no.
had that problem.
Do you have one of the
on
new
my
ones?
on my last puzzle I just did, I had trouble. It was
What
really
puzzle
tight.
is that?
What puzzle did you do, Chris?
It was the Washington DC Mall.
Oh, that looked like a fun one.
It was.
How many pieces?
This
It was
is what I've got
1,000.
going.
Oh, that is a
It's
lot.
the split lighthouses one is what I started yesterday. I like those. They're kind of cool.
North or south?
Nice.
I'm Valerie. I'm from Austin.
Hi, Valerie.
So we're at 63
So-
degrees today. We used to
Wow.
live in New England, so it's just such a
So
huge.
you're not missing the blizzard.
I'm not missing anything from there.
I think it was 1 degree when I got up this morning.
Oh, that's awful.
Hey, Susie, I can't get my box out of my sleeve.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Help you with
Didn't they,
that.
didn't they say that the new ones do that, that they're really hard to get out? Like
They
the-
are.
Yes.
You have
With
to
the,
just shake
um,
it really hard.
I'm glad you're
Try
not
not to tear it.
competitive.
Yeah, I'd be real.
Well, you know, they wouldn't have started if she wasn't competitive. That is funny, though.
Yep.
Hey, Susie,
Yeah.
is there a meeting afterward about the cruise?
Yeah, at the end of the puzzle party, I'm gonna dismiss the non-cruisers and talk.
Okay,
Yeah, I got a
I
big,
remember seeing something on that.
yeah, I put it in our invitation email. I said at the end, I'm gonna talk, because I know there's a lot of questions.
Okay. Yeah, my mom wants to buy her airline tickets, and so she keeps texting me every day.
Well, she can buy her
I
airline.
won't buy 'em.
I bought my, so let me rephrase that. I bought my outgoing airline ticket on Southwest and I applied for a new American Airlines credit card to get the miles so that I could buy my airline ticket to come home. Because that was how the schedule was. So like, I don't have my return ticket, but I know which one I'm gonna get on. Hey, the weather is 70 degrees right here.
How many? 7?
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
70 degrees in Arizona.
Well, we
I
just
think
finally
we're
got
up to
above
25.
freezing in Tennessee today. We've had a rough winter for us.
Yeah. So you know what's so funny, Cindy, is like, are you having like a once in 100 years, like storms and stuff like
Yep.
that?
Yep.
We
We
had,
set records for snowfall in January within the first 2 weeks. Like for the month, we broke
Wow.
records.
I have to tell you that here in Arizona where my house is, and I don't know if any of you are familiar with the Phoenix area, but I don't live down in Phoenix. I live kind of up the hill in Scottsdale. So I have a little bit more elevation, maybe 2,000 feet or something. It has snowed twice here at my house. And it's,
Wow.
and they're both like, the first one was like, oh, it's a 100-year storm. And then the next year, oh, it's snowing. Tell me this happens only once every 100 years when it happened twice and I've only lived here for 5 years.
Yeah.
that was the start of the next 100 years.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
You got it. Oh shoot, I forgot my other iPad. Hold on.
Susie, where are you from originally?
I'm from California.
Okay.
I spent my first 48 years in California and then my husband got relocated for work and I could pick between Phoenix and Denver and I said, Susie doesn't do snow. So we went to Phoenix.
nice that he gave you a choice.
Yeah, he gave me a choice. He probably wanted the other one, but we love it here actually. So it's good.
Especially if you're a little higher than Phoenix, because it's so hot there in the summer.
Oh, it's still hot here in my house. I'm only 5 miles up, but you know, people make such a big deal about it, but it's really not.
Because you have
Yeah.
air conditioning everywhere. House,
Yeah.
car, most people.
Well, yeah, you know what? There's a lot up here that is like, that's interesting. Drive-through pharmacies.
You don't have those?
Yeah, we do, but I never had them in California. That was something new to me.
Really?
We have them here.
We
Yeah.
have
Did your cup trick save your plant, Susie?
What?
You know, when it got cold, you put those cups over your plant.
Oh, yeah, they do. I already know they do. Yeah.
what cups?
Oh, so I have a lot of cactus and succulents that are sensitive to frost.
Yep.
So to protect them in the winter, we put styrofoam cups over their tops or plastic cups. Or I went on to Target on December 26th this year and I bought a whole bunch of Christmas stockings.
Oh,
And
that's
I
a good idea.
those over the top of my plant that's too fat to have just a styrofoam cup on it.
Yep.
Yep, and they're all happy. They're all happy. They didn't get frosty.
Nice.
I thought
But
that was pretty ingenious idea.
Well, I didn't think of it. It's when winter comes and you drive by the garden center, like all the cactuses have styrofoam cups on the top. So like you kind of get a clue, like, there's something you got to do there.
Just on the tip top, not the whole cactus?
The tip top, yeah, yep, because it's literally the frost settles on the top.
Oh, interesting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And I have a massive hibiscus that like dies a bad death when it gets frosty and then grows like mad when we have a lot of water in the summer. So like, it's crazy.
I have to bring mine inside because I thought that they don't do well under 50 degrees.
Yeah, they don't do well in anything like that, but I'm telling you, mine is about 10 feet wide and
Wow.
it's outside my office window. It's not an in the house option.
Yeah. And I've also heard you can put Christmas lights on things. And just the heat of that'll help them.
Huh. That's an idea. I haven't done that yet.
Probably not LED, because I don't know that those have any heat.
Those don't put out as much heat as the old ones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the old ones. But my hibiscus are in pots because we do get freezing every year, definitely below
Yeah.
50.
I tried to grow them when I was in California and they just got obliterated in the frost. So I gave up.
So you're in Austin, you said, Valerie?
I am, yep.
What part of
I lived
Austin,
in
Valerie?
The Dallas area for years.
Bee Cave, right next to Lakeway.
Okay. Yeah, I grew up south of Houston, so
Oh, okay.
I do know that. And I went to grad school at UT, so.
Nice.
Cool. Della, I think this is the first time I've ever had you in my group. Is that true?
Yes, that's true. I've been on, but I've never been with you.
So amazing how we can do all these puzzle parties. We still have the combinations that we don't, someone we haven't had before.
And even communicate online, and just all of a sudden it's like, oh, we're in person.
Hey,
Let me puzzle, please.
I thought you were talking to me.
No, Chewbacca. He's like moving my hand away from the puzzles.
Is that a dog or a cat?
That's my dog.
You're
One
on
of
your,
my three.
Oh.
See, I'm not on my puzzle table. My new house, I have a really nice little puzzle table set up, but there wasn't anywhere to put my computer. So I moved to the couch and he's like, this is my time.
this is way too fun, Mom.
Yep.
Oh my God, look at that.
What?
I recognize Michael Goddard. Do you know who Michael Goddard is?
That sounds familiar.
He's an artist that paints big dancing olives and martini glasses and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
You usually see his art like in poker rooms.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we have a custom dowdle artwork that, like we saw him and we commissioned him we told him that we got married on a cruise ship and we like these certain things, and he did like a custom art piece with us in it.
That's amazing.
And so like we know who he is. He's like my second favorite artist, but that's definitely Eric.
Well, we do have a member whose dog is in his. They were right. I don't recall. We were on a puzzle party.
Yeah, they
what?
talked about it, but I don't remember the name.
When I'm done with the legend, or maybe before I'm done, because I want to read more, I can tell you that if you look at the poster, the lady that's in the very center, the big pink shirt and white pants,
Yep.
that's Deb, Eric's wife.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
I've
With
met
the
her.
beagle.
Yeah.
Cool.
Then her hand is right by another dog. And Moose. Yeah, Moose just does his own thing, right, Anne? I don't know. Maybe that's not hers too. But that's definitely Deb. I'm very excited that
Yeah,
the new.
speaking of snow, I almost didn't make it today because of snow.
Well, see, I thought that might happen.
I was actually I was out playing in it, and I was riding it's called a fat bike. It's made for riding in snow.
Okay.
And I crashed and got stuck.
Oh my, that doesn't sound fun. I want a picture of that. Do you have a picture in your Facebook, Chris?
I want to see
Oh
what
yeah,
this is.
yeah, I've got lots.
I want to see what that looks like, a bike made for snow, because I know what a wheelchair look for sand looks like the big wheels. But I don't know.
I
what
had
a-
some, I think around Thursday or Friday, I had some I posted.
Okay, I'll look on your page. I'm a little busy to
Yeah.
like look on pages most of the time. I have to like consciously make an effort. Sometimes when you post a puzzle that I like, I look at your page and then I look at more stuff you've done. Or if you go to, if you go to Florida.
Did you see my 100th puzzle?
I did.
Yeah, that crypt one, the all black.
I that is not my, not
That's awful.
Oh, it was fun.
Nope. You're way
not,
smarter than I am.
No, thank you.
It wasn't as hard as I thought it would be.
I don't even want to try. We'll take your word for it.
All right. Yeah, that one I actually glued and framed, or I haven't framed it, but I've glued it.
You're gonna, what's okay? For what room? Do you put certain things in certain rooms?
No, just that. Most of them I just break down. But
Yeah.
that one was just my 100th for the year, so I just have it. I'm gonna put it up by where I keep all my puzzles out in our shop.
The only place in my house I'm allowed to hang frame puzzles is my office.
Okay.
My husband thinks it's stupid to frame a puzzle, so then I have to only put them in my office.
I framed the ones that were special, like the best of Southern California, because that was one of our real special vacations we did.
Yeah,
But I don't glue them to frame them. I just put them in that poster frame.
I put contact paper on the back that holds them together. And after my first one that I put in a frame, I don't like to have anything in front of them because there's too much reflection on the like the vinyl glass on the front. So they're just naked to the air with the contact paper on the back.
Gotcha.
Okay, I'm looking at this poster. Man, this is.
All right, they're not really growling at each other. That's how they play. So it's not bad. So
Okay.
it sounds worse than it is. They play tug of war. My oldest son started not feeling well, so he brought Chewbacca to me, and now I'm glad he did because he's got COVID.
Oh, that's too bad. How's he doing? Is he okay?
Yeah, he's okay. He's just doesn't, he's at an apartment, so walking Chewbacca, I have a fenced-in backyard, so walking was not going to work real well. So I have 3 right now. Normally I just have 2.
But you used to have 3.
Yes, until Will moved out with Chewbacca. Yep. But that was why I got the 3rd one, is I knew I like having 2. So I got the 3rd one as a puppy while they still lived here and they could help me.
Yeah.
Well, I bought a house in Kentucky on Thursday, Susie.
You did?
Oh.
Yeah.
Your current place for like 2 years.
Yeah, but a friend from college called me and basically sold me this completely renovated house for $50,000 under market. If I wanted it, and we didn't have to they didn't have to go through putting it on the market. So I got it.
So
Wow.
then what are you gonna do now? Are you gonna rent?
I don't know.
How long is your lease on this place you just moved into?
I signed a 2-year lease in August or in September. And
Yeah.
Jacob, my college son, definitely wants to come here this summer.
Yeah.
So I've got my money from the sale of the house. So until I move, I'm just gonna make all the mortgage payments out of that. But if Jacob can get I think I can get out of my lease at a year with very minimal penalty. So So I'm just gonna kind of see how this summer goes and how serious is it? I don't know. This house, it's a sad story. My friend's sister bought it to retire and just had finished remodeling it, hadn't even moved in, and she died suddenly.
I understand.
So it's like incredibly, everything I would have done to fix it up, she did.
So in the general country, the housing market is insane. It's so hard to get a place, it's so hard to rent a place, it's so hard to buy a place. Is the market not like that where you live?
Oh, it is.
Well, then, you might be able to ask your landlord to let you out of your lease. I mean,
so that's
No is ask. All I can do is say no, right?
all they can do is say no.
yeah, I mean, it's totally, and what about the one you bought, the first people you bought it from, they didn't give you any, like, you can not take ownership for blah, blah, blah months, or they didn't give you any of that?
Well, we're not closing till March, so they gave me a couple of months as I kind of get my head around. But the thing is, I know my son, he already has a job here this summer in college, so I do want to stay here through the summer because it'll be our last summer together. But I don't know.
If you sign the lease in September, then maybe that will be the end of summer, right?
Yep.
The 1 year thingy.
The 1 year. So I had no intention of looking anytime soon, but and houses where I bought in Kentucky, houses are going quick too. So it's not even just Nashville is insane how it is here, but money's still going a whole lot further in Kentucky, but things aren't staying on the market there either. So
yeah,
that's why I kind of went ahead. That and when I saw this house on Thursday, I'm like, this is me. Perfect.
Yeah. Cool.
You know,
Good for you.
my head is still spinning.
Valerie.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at the poster. That lady on the lower left with the green coat reminds me of your mom.
Oh, yeah. She's got white hair and glasses. Yeah.
The right shape of the face and the hair and everything.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't remember who it was that was on here.
Well, what's really funny as I'm reading it is the dogs get top billing.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it's somebody sitting on the stairs. I don't know why that's in the back of my head.
Yeah.
Oh, let me read the one sitting on the stairs. Number
27 or 7.
Odie shares a toy with Aaron.
Heather. I don't know who it is.
Not go like that.
So Chris, how come your mom doesn't do puzzle parties?
I've asked her to do it, but I don't know. She just doesn't want to.
Yeah.
I said you would have fun with it, but I don't know.
It's all good.
Just doesn't want to.
I just thought she was dying to find out about the cruise. She could have been in the puzzle party.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
Yeah, there isn't really any fun stories.
I don't know.
So Susie, you had said you didn't know if it was worth it when there's less people.
What worth it?
To have them like in the summer because there weren't as many people, and I don't do all the work. I'm happy to help. I don't do all the work, but to me, it's kind of nice because then you get to see. You're in smaller groups. When everybody's on the screen, you can actually talk to each other. There's not like 50 people.
Yeah, so I mean, it's like a learning experience, I think. So here's what happened. I mean, we were getting like 50 plus for a while.
Yep.
And when the puzzles cost 13 and Dowdle was paying for the shipping, So I think when we were getting that, we had like half people that cared about being in a puzzle party. And half the people just thought it was a great puzzle of the month club for $13 a month.
Yeah,
No, it was all about the money.
yeah.
And then when so those people, they signed up for the puzzle party, but they really didn't give a hoot about the puzzle party, I think. And, and then they wouldn't show up. So it was just really, really, it's a lot of work for me to create the spreadsheet and put people into the groups.
Yeah.
And then Coco to put them in as I've assigned them or people have requested. And, when half the people don't show up, Coco's going like, well, okay, well, I got one group of 2 and one group of 3, what should I do? Who could I put? It was just a big hassle. And
Yeah.
and then, especially as we got into the summer, June and August, there was a lot of people that like were AWOL. And that was really frustrating. But then the price went up and I'm going like, you know what? I think it was all those people that only just wanted a $13 puzzle are the ones that didn't show up. So now we've kind of learned they raised our price and only the people that really want to be in the puzzle party are showing up. And then see, we got like 90% of the people showed up.
Yeah.
But like I enjoy, even if I've done the puzzle, it's just fun to get together. I enjoy being on the social part.
Getting together. I mean, so we'll see. Well, the other thing is that if I'm doing another puzzle event, I don't want to have also a Zoom party. Right. So I got to decide, I got to talk to Coco now and see, do we want to have May? Like, I'm trying to decide if I want to have a May puzzle party or if I want to do like a puzzle party just for the people that are going on the cruise, for anyone that wants to talk, like, so not a normal puzzle party. Because there might be a bunch of questions in May, as we go on the cruise in June. And then I don't know, are you guys going to go to Vegas in July?
I'm not traveling yet.
You're not traveling?
I'm not going even to like indoor restaurants. I'm only doing outdoor restaurants.
That's okay. I mean, I'm trying to decide, so we're going on the cruise in June. On the schedule, we have going to Vegas in July so that we can kind of participate in the international convention, but then kind of do our own thing too. Because I thought that would be great because I can drive to Vegas from Scottsdale and I could like haul puzzles and, bring a bunch of stuff. But I just don't know. Vegas is, during Omicron, Vegas got a huge spike. So I don't know if anybody wants to go to it now. So I don't know. I'll have to ask. You should remind me to ask when we're in the big group if people are even interested, think they're going to be interested in Vegas.
The other thing, oops, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
The other thing you said is that you're losing money. You should never lose money.
Yeah, I know.
If you lose money one month, charge us extra the next month or something,
What? I will.
It's not fair for you.
Oh, I know. Oh, Hope is messaging me. I think she's in the main group. Let me go see. I'll be back.
Those dogs.
Sorry. Hey, they entertain each other.
That's good.
It is.
I rescued a dog a year and a half ago, and she needs a friend to play with.
Oh, I think it's just.
My other dog does not want to play with her.
I'll never not have to, but I think what helped was Chewbacca. We got him as a puppy, and I told the lady that if you ever breed Ginger to the same dad for another litter, I want a puppy, because he was like literally the best puppy and dog I've ever had, and I've grown up with dogs. So we got this one from the next litter, thinking, oh, that'll give me a dog when my son moves out with Chewbacca. And I'm like, I really like having two. So they're all like the puppy is 18 months and the other two are 3. So I think it does help that they're a little closer in age.
Yeah.
I'll never not have to. Just like this, they're playing tug of war, having a blast.
Yeah. that's awesome.
And so, but that's just, and I'm an empty nester now, so it gives me some company.
Yeah, my husband's dog is the other dog and
Yeah,
he
oh, that's the,
never wanted to play.
that's Amazon. Hey,
You got a dog named Amazon?
no, Amazon's dropping something off on my porch.
Oh, okay. I was going like,
My dogs are Chewbacca, Fozzie Bear, and Scooby Doo.
I thought so. I was like,
Yep. They keep me busy. Company, whatever.
I'm gonna have withdrawals when my husband actually has to work in an office.
You actually like him at home, Susie?
Yeah. Good. He does things for me. So I gotta tell you, when we lived in California, we drove each other when we were both at home. Because our offices were too close together. I always worked from home, but then he would work from home and want to use the phone. I'm going like, no, I'm a travel agent. I use that phone all day long. That's my phone. You can't use my phone. So we kind of drove each other nuts. But then here, when we moved from California to Arizona, we got a great big house, and his office is in the front right and my office is in the back left. Like, we have to use the intercom to talk to each other. So we don't bother each other, and then when we want to do stuff together, we can talk.
I've worked from home since 1990. So I like to say I was in the first wave of remote working. So that's always important in my house, how I set up my office.
Oh yeah, that's why I loved, when I started working from home when we had a tiny little house in California, so it was a pain. But then when we moved here, I was already working from home for years and years, so I got to pick exactly what I wanted.
Yeah.
I love my office. Except for it's cold and hot. But it's okay.
So the third bedroom, when she remodeled this house I bought, she did the same like hardwood flooring in that third bedroom to set it up as an office. And it's got this huge window. I'm just so excited because I love a big window in my home office. And I don't have that in this rental, but it's okay.
Yeah, I look at my backyard and from my office.
Is anybody done with the outside yet?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Chris, you one of those?
I'm not, I'm just talking. I just talk.
Cruising through the middle part here.
I did the signs in the middle. I did those.
Oh. Okay.
Put those together.
I did the edges and the flowers first.
Let's see here.
I sorted by flowers.
I sorted by flowers
That's what
too.
I'm at.
The flowers.
Found on my-
I don't know. I like chaos, so I just get the edges and then I throw everything back in the box and just sort through it as I go.
You know, we all got to do it however makes us happiest.
That's right.
I take a long time because I sort, and then I put it together. I take time to read the poster.
Well, I did look at it, but my thing with Dowdle is I don't let myself read the poster till I'm done.
Yeah, the same with me.
Exactly. That's how I do it.
Well,
I don't read the poster till I'm completely done.
usually I read the poster at the end after I put it together, but this time when I was starting to recognize faces, I thought, oh, I want to know, is that really Michael Goddard? It is.
My boys read the poster and taunt me, and they're like, "You're gonna like about what number whatever is." I was like, "Just shut up," because they know I don't read it till.
It's all good.
No, leaning toward not going on the cruise, Susie.
Well, but you told me because of the jigsaw convention, because of the jumping convention.
Yep. Yeah, I was looking at the calendar with Jacob and I just can't. I'd get back from the cruise and pull out the next morning for the jump rope competition. And he's like, you've got to be here for the week of practices leading up. And he's right. So
that's okay. I know that. So just wait till I talk to the group.
Yep. I'm going to stay on, but I wanted to talk through it with him at Christmas and make sure they were all still 100% in on competing. And they are, so.
And there's no chance that their thing's gonna get canceled?
No, they just announced this past week, they will go, it's gonna be in person. They made the decision of, so.
Tell us about your jump roping competition.
My son competes at a world championship level in jump rope. And
Wow.
I'm part of the coaching team.
You
for them.
Those are amazing.
In fact, the world championship was all virtual and they're just releasing what he was in for 21. We'll see this next coming weekend is going to be the live video release of, so we'll know. It's kind of weird. It's, going to be February and it was from we submitted the videos middle of August was the deadline.
So like literally they don't know who won yet?
Nope, we'll know next weekend.
Oh my gosh.
I know. So they were home Christmas and we were putting the routines together and practicing for June nationals and we didn't even know how we did.
Oh my God.
How old is your son?
He's 20. He's a sophomore in college. He's been jumping since he was in first grade.
Wow. And remind me where you're from?
Tennessee, right outside Nashville. He's in college in Arkansas. So there's 4 of them that are the high level. And 2 are freshmen in college. He's a sophomore and 1's a junior in college. We got a neuroscience major in Duke, and then a pre-med in Pepperdine in California. Nursing major is one of the girls, and my son's a math major. So they're good athletes and they're kind of smart too. So
just kind of, geez. Oh, they're so smart.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Oh.
Okay.
At least Nationals is in Cincinnati, so it'll be a very easy drive.
Yeah, that's the one that's in June.
Yep.
Okay, so wait, where do you gotta go in June? Where, Cincinnati? Oh, you just said
Cincinnati, and then I have to be in Chicago for work the next week after jump rope.
So how long does the jump rope last? Like until what day of the week?
It's either 5 or 6 days, depending on if they qualify for Grand Nationals, which they will, or they should, unless something wacky happens.
What's going on here?
I finished the Yellowstone puzzle beginning of the week, last week, and it didn't stick together as well as usual. The pieces.
Mine didn't either when I did Yellowstone.
I wonder where it was made, the one that
I
you
had
did.
that with one of the winter or the Christmas ones this year. Looked like one of the newer puzzles, but I don't know. It was weird.
Yeah,
I like about them.
You know what? I got to tell you, Dowdle had their puzzles put together in so many different factories that there's a lot of inconsistency.
Yep.
Like, believe it or not, the ones that were made in China are the highest quality ones.
Wow.
Yeah, because what David told me is that they actually listened to what Dowdle wanted and feedback and changed their processes to make it better.
Wow, that's great.
Whereas the other ones are just doing the same old, take it or leave it. You can't, you need us because you don't have any other place to make your puzzles, blah, that kind of thing.
Are
So
they up and running in Linden, is it?
Linden is their main place, yeah.
Where was the new one where they were waiting for the machines? Is that one up and running yet?
Oh, no, I missed, so Indiana is their main place that they've always used.
To make puzzles.
Yes, Linden is where their headquarters is and where they're trying to get the machines.
Oh, okay.
So I can tell you a funny story about that, but I don't know if I want anyone to see my recording of what I'm saying.
Yeah, let's not.
Tell us later.
What?
I love fun stories. You can tell us later.
Okay. Let's just say that the puzzle making machines are there in Linden, but they don't have enough power to plug them in.
Oh,
Oh, goodness.
That's Rocky Mountain Power for you.
No, the problem is that like the wiring in the building. So that's
In an old building?
I don't know how old it is. It's just not strong enough to run massive equipment.
No.
They're working on it.
Well, I'm looking forward to our first gathering in Utah.
Me too. Oh my God, especially after doing the Park City puzzles this week.
Oh, so tell me about this because I live a short drive away from Utah.
Well, so we know that one day we'll have an in-person puzzle party and we'll get to tour the factory.
Ooh, yeah, that'd be fun.
They have to have everything functioning for that.
Yeah, we want it to be after the facility the production facility gets up and running.
Yeah.
Okay.
really interesting. I'd love to do that one.
Yeah, I think it's like got, when I first started the puzzle parties and I was every time I was asking questions, hey, so what do you think about doing this? What do you think about doing that? Like having one in Linden to tour the factory, to tour the retail outlet was like the highest rated thing. Because people seem to want to meet Eric, so.
And I'm a geek. I like seeing how things are made.
Yeah.
I do too.
Yeah,
Sarah.
count me in on that. I'll do it.
Well, we just don't know when it'll be because of so basically they need to get the puzzle making equipment working, and then they need to figure out all their processes and, we're not going to be there right when they're starting up and trying to figure out how to do it well. So who knows when it's going to be, but
Yeah.
Whenever it is.
whenever it is, I'll make lots of announcements on the group. Cindy, can you believe we got 800 people now?
I know. I was actually looking through all that the other night and I was just blown away.
Yeah. I go, oh my God. And all I did was want to trade my puzzles.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my God. Oh. These dogs are cute.
With the
They're
sound
actually-
effects.
Now they're gonna go to the window in my office because they can see. So my next door neighbor at this rental has, I keep telling her I need to help buy bird feed for her. Her backyard, she's renting too, but she has made a secret garden and bird feeder paradise. So you can see, you stand at my office window, you can see all kinds of birds all day. And then all of her flowers, Susie, are in pots that she can move from house to house, like if she moves.
Yeah.
Wow.
But the birds set up on her fence and my dogs bark at them. So
I heard what you were saying. I'm just kidding.
Hey, Coco.
What's up? What's up? This
Who
is the best
won?
time we've had. One guest
And Maggie.
Of course, but this is the best time. So I was saying she's been tracking over 40. So this is the first time she broke 40, which is awesome.
Oh my God.
She's done already?
Yeah, we were saying we think this is one of the fastest ones the competitive group has been doing because several of us are like really, really in there. So that's cool.
Yeah, I thought it was not so hard, or I'm not thinking it's so hard.
Yeah,
But
it's so
not
weird.
like I'm close to being done, but I'm thinking it's not a hard one. Like when we did national parks,
I
man, we
got
were
it,
all
yeah.
struggling with that one.
Exactly.
Okay, ready for me to go to the big room now. Okay.
Yep. So let me broadcast the message to all. We have a winner.
Okay. See you in the big room.
Yep.
Hi.
Bye. I'm trying to leave. Switch, join, leave.
I think everyone's back.
Okay, is everybody here? Woo! Okay, so Maggie apparently won. What a shock. Oh my God. Did you have fun?
Yes, I love this one. I mean, I love dogs as is, but this one just came together very easily.
Very cool. Okay, so do you have, oh my God, 38.
You're rubbing it in, Maggie.
Record.
Congratulations.
I'm just so happy.
Okay, Coco, do you have a picture of the Maggie puzzle?
Apps. Oh, you know what? I didn't do the Maggie. Yep. Hold on. Let me one second. I didn't bring up the Maggie puzzle. Let me bring that one up. And I should have done that.
We
one.
don't have to. We don't have to show that one, but
I'll show that one while you. while I bring
Yeah,
it up.
so you guys, Maggie wins on a regular basis. So I said to her, I said, if it takes you like 30 minutes to do a 300-piece puzzle, like how do you even get like hours and hours of enjoyment out of doing a puzzle if it only takes you a half an hour? So I started offering her my really high piece count puzzles because I realized after doing hundreds of puzzles that I really don't like the big ones. So I had a couple that I had, and then she has to work towards them. So she's working towards a 2,000-piece puzzle now, and she has to win 4 times to get that puzzle.
Wow.
So here is the puzzle. For anyone interested.
And I want you to know I wanted this puzzle really, really, really bad. I had to like search high and low to get it. I finally got it, and then I didn't want to do it. So anyway, she has to win 4 times to get this one. And that's her first win on this puzzle because she accomplished her 1,500 puzzle before. Did you do that one yet?
No, I haven't done it.
Okay. Okay. So the next, I just wanted to say to everyone that the next puzzle party will be March 12th, and you have to register by Valentine's Day. Because I'm going on a trip from the 17th to the 27th of February. So we have to like cut it off early so that I can collect the money and give the number count to David and Lori and all that. So you have until February 14th to register. You can register now, and this time it costs $26. So Valerie mentioned something, and so I want to tell you all that I try really, really hard to break even on all of the puzzle costs. So I keep track. I have like a puzzle party fund, and I keep track of if I collect a little extra money, if I go negative. So I do puzzle parties, I do t-shirts, I do buying a whole bunch of Christmas ornaments, anything that I do for the group. I'm really just trying to break even. So we did good on the prior puzzle party, but on this puzzle party, the cost of the shipping went up, so I lost a tiny bit of money. So I just want you to know that that March puzzle party is $26. So we're hoping that one's an even. So just letting you know. And I also like to fluctuate the cost of the puzzle parties too, because if everything were 25 all the time, I would never know what people were paying me for. So $26 for March. All right, so now I want to just say, I don't know if you all know her, you probably knew her, you probably saw her pictures, but no, not that one, Coco.
Not that one yet. Nope, I'm getting
No,
to
we're
it.
gonna do the
Yeah.
Pam. Yeah, so our really great friend Pam passed away last month. I never even met her in person, but she helped me run the puzzle group. So I talked to her all the time, like message, talk on the phone. She would say, Susie, you know, there's this person who joined the group and it looks like they're from China. What do you think? I go, oh yeah, kick them out. They're not good. Or she says, someone made this comment. I'm not really sure if it's appropriate. What do you think? And I'm telling you this, not just to tell you that I got really close with Pam, even though I never met her in person. We had lots of Zoom parties, but I have to tell you a funny story that she helped me. She did most of the approving or not approving people to come into the group. And one time, if people didn't answer the membership questions, we were supposed to automatically delete them. And she denied someone with the last name Dowdle. And then she told me after, and I'm going like, yeah, I think we probably should have let that one in because they probably felt like they shouldn't answer the question, what is your favorite puzzle? You know, they might feel that it was politically incorrect or something, but I have no idea which Dowdle that was. There's so many of them, you know, because they're Mormons and they have like 10, 12 kids apiece. Who knows what Dowdle that was? So anyway, that was kind of funny. And Lynn, are you ready?
Yep, I guess so. As ready as I'll ever be.
Okay, so Lynn is Pam's sister, and she's gonna just say a couple of things and tell us about the memorial service.
Well, I just have to say that I have 3 sisters and 3 brothers, but Pam and I always shared a room, even though I was the big bossy sister and she was 3 kids below me, but we shared a room most of our lives when we were growing up. And she always said, you're the big bossy sister, because I would make her get up at night and open the window or close the window, things like that. But she was great. She was the most positive person, one of the most positive people I know. She just was, despite her PH and all that entailed, her whole attitude was, well, why shouldn't it be me that has it? You know, I'm a nurse and people are always saying, oh, why is this happening to me? Well, she said she wouldn't wish that on her worst enemy. So she was there. And I just want to thank all of you that ever met her in puzzle parties, because she just loved these puzzle parties, especially, you know, because of COVID with her PH, she really couldn't go out anywhere. And she, you know, she looked forward to these and her time with the fun committee of fun, or whatever you call yourself. And, you know, she was always a very fun person. So I just thank you all for being such a big part of her life this last year and a half, or however long it's been. And we know she's in a better place, but we certainly miss her a whole lot. If anybody's in the area, there'll be a memorial service on Thursday, May 5th. What's the name? It's a park. If you're interested,
Hidden Falls
Park in Minneapolis. From 3 to 7. It's kind of a come when you want, stay as long as you want, leave when you have to kind of thing. Then if you're in Northern Michigan on the 25th of June, in Mullet Lake Village, which is right at the tip of the mitt, there'll be another service. That'll be mostly family and friends that we grew up with, because we grew up in Michigan. So, and there's a family cottage on Mullet Lake. So that's why that one's going to be there. So if any of you feel so inclined, you are more than welcome to come. She was a good sister, and Trina's a good sister too. I don't see you on my thing, Trina, but you are a good sister too.
Okay.
So
if you were gonna go to the Michigan one, where would you fly to?
If you don't want to spend 5 fortunes to get there, you would fly to Detroit and rent a car. But you can fly into Pellston, which will cost you 4 arms and 6 legs, so you'd
No,
have to
that's
borrow.
okay, probably
somebody.
Detroit. Okay, so, so thanks, Lynn. Okay, so the puzzles I'm gonna give away, were you able to make one picture?
Yep, let me put it
Okay,
up.
can you show me that? I'm gonna do, show me that. Well, show us all that.
Yeah.
Then I'll make comment about them. Hey, Pam.
Why is it not going there? Hold on one second. Let me try to get to the right
Looking
screen.
at Pam.
I just realized that picture, she doesn't have any oxygen on.
I know, that's why I picked it.
That's cool.
I loved a lot of the pictures, but that one was my favorite because she didn't have the cannula on.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me go into the screen. Okay, let me know if you guys can see all 6 of the puzzles.
We do. Okay, so I'm doing something different this time. Whoa,
They just,
end of the slideshow. Okay, so Lynn and Trina, who are Pam's sisters, went through Pam's puzzle inventory, took everything they wanted, and then offered up some of puzzles that Pam had for us to give away in the puzzle party today. So I just want you to know that the top 2 puzzles are 60-piece travel puzzles. And I had got those from Dowdle and did them and gave them to Pam, because I was trying to give her small puzzles she could do in the hospital. So those 2 are travel puzzles. And then Seaside is Lynn's puzzle she's giving us. Noah's Ark was one of the puzzles that Pam had. And then,
you know what, Susie? I don't think we have Noah's Ark because.
Are you sure?
No,
You sent me
Do we?
pictures.
I know. I'm just thinking that.
What about Trina? Maybe you should unmute. Do you know anything?
Because I had forgotten that some of the puzzles were 300 pieces. I think somebody switched and I totally forgot. Trina, do you have Noah's Ark at home?
I've got, well, I haven't done it yet, but I do have it.
Okay.
I had
and you have, Trina, you
I
have
have
Noah's Ark.
two Noah's Ark under the sea.
No. Okay, so we don't have Noah's Ark to give away.
I'm so sorry.
That's okay. But then Kauai and Mackinac Island. Mackinac, okay. Kauai and Mackinac Island are brand new that I actually purchased to give away at this puzzle party. And Mackinac, I had to pick that one because that was like Pam's favorite thing because their cabin is near Mackinac. So this is what I'm doing this time. I got to tell you the story about what happened during the last puzzle party. I had puzzles to give away and somebody not here, she won, but then she didn't want any of the puzzles. So she just said, okay, well, just give me blah, blah, blah puzzle. I said, okay. So I sent it to her. And as soon as she received it, she put it up for sale on the Dowdle Puzzle Lovers group. And I'm going like, okay, I spent $13 to ship it to you. And then you're going to sell it for $10. It's like, if you don't want it, don't ask for it. So this is what I want to do. Not Noah's Ark, but the other 5. I want you to decide one of these 5 puzzles that you would actually like to win. So look at them, say, okay, I'm gonna, when they put Kauai up, I'm gonna put my hand up for that one. So then basically I'm gonna say, okay, I'm gonna draw for XYZ puzzle. And then those people put their hands up and someone who actually wants that puzzle, who hasn't done it already, will get a chance to win that one. So that's what we're doing. So pick which one you want to raise your hand for. And then Coco's gonna go back to showing me the people. So you guys see the options. It's the House of 7 Gables, Edmonton, Seaside, Kauai, and Mackinac Island, which is such an awesome Painting the Town, by the way. If you haven't watched the Painting the Town show, oh my God, I so want to go there.
It's definitely worth it. We go every time we go back up there. So. Okay,
so are you ready? So there's one, I'm 2 things here. 1, 2, 3. So there's like 20 of us. So anyway, okay, so we're gonna give away We'll start with the Mackinac Island. So who wants that one? Raise your hand. Okay, so Coco, it's Valerie. Valerie, you win.
I won?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so those of you who haven't been to one of these before, I have these like little numbered tag things, and I pull them out of a bag and I count the boxes on the Zoom. So that's how it works for me. Okay, so that's Valerie.
Thank you, Susie.
Valerie, now I'm gonna sing that song.
Do we just raise our hand like this? Is that all we do?
Yeah,
Like
raise
that?
your hand.
Like
Yeah,
that?
this is the
Okay.
first time I ever did it, Stephanie. So it's
Okay.
not like.
And then Lynn, I was going to ask you, was your sister a nurse in Minneapolis? Your sister?
No, I'm the nurse. She had pulmonary hypertension and had a lot of.
Oh, okay. And you're not in Minneapolis, so are you?
Well, we're on our way home from Minneapolis because Trina and I, my other sister.
Okay.
I
I live in Minnesota. I just live in Minnesota. I wonder where you're a nurse at, if you're a nurse in the Twin Cities or not.
Oh,
or-
no. I'm
not.
in Massachusetts. I work at a
Oh,
boarding
okay.
school in Massachusetts.
All right.
so.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so now who wants to win Kauai? Okay, are we ready? Okay, here we go. 1, keep your hands up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Stephanie,
Yay!
you win. Stephanie.
How'd you
okay.
pick my name? How does that work? You have like a random
Right,
generator?
no, I just showed you. So here, I'm gonna put it in
Oh.
front of my nose again. See that I have these little numbered tags?
Okay.
Like you might have it on a locker at a gym or something.
And I was number 5 and you picked number 5?
Yeah, I counted the people in the
Oh.
boxes.
Yay! Well, thank you.
Okay, it's not,
Okay.
we're not high tech here, I got a little bag, it has little numbers in it. Okay, Seaside, which is actually in Oregon, if you didn't know. Okay, so here we go. 1, 2, 3. Amanda, you win Seaside. This is so cool. See, now everyone wins something that they actually want and that they haven't done before. Okay, you can put your hands down. Is it a problem, Hope? Hope. Unmute yourself, Hope. Are you okay?
Yeah, my internet is just being bad.
Well, at least you're here today. So did you see that I'm giving away puzzles and you have to raise your hand if you want that one?
Yes, I think I'm just lagged by a lot.
That's okay. So we're down to the 2 travel puzzles. So who's interested in Edmonton? Anybody? Okay, I got 2 takers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Elaine, you get Edmonton.
Yay, Elaine.
Okay, and the House of 7 Gables.
Thank you.
Okay. See, I want you guys to know that Edmonton and House of 7 Gables usually only come in 1,000. So I love that travel puzzle. Okay, so I picked 8 this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Charlene.
Yay, Charlene.
Wow, that was more popular than I thought. Is it because it's that super hard 1,000-piece puzzle? All right. Okay. So here's what we're going to do now.
Sorry.
We're going to have random. Are we doing random now, Coco?
I'm gonna do random. So let me just clean all these out real quick and then I'm gonna do random real soon.
Okay. So we're going to break. Does anyone have a question?
I do. You're going to send me the addresses of who I have to send puzzles to. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna break out and be social for we guys want 10 or 15 minutes. Okay,
15.
Okay, 15 minutes. And then Coco will bring us back in after 15, and then everyone can leave except if you are going on the cruise. I'm gonna talk about the cruise. So anyone going on the cruise or just wants to listen to me talk some more?
Susie.
Yeah.
You wanted us to remind you to talk about something.
Well, that doesn't help, Valerie.
I know, I'm sorry. Who was in our group that remembers what Susie wanted to remind her about?
See, this is why I put reminders on my phone. I can't
Yeah,
remember everything.
sorry, I should have written it down.
I don't remember. what
Susie,
it-
I have something to add.
Okay.
I just want everybody to keep in their prayers Jessica Skies. She used to come to the puzzle parties. She is very, very sick. She
Okay.
is on a list to get a new kidney. She is getting dialysis and is on steroids and is just miserable. So
Oh,
if
okay.
everybody would just keep her in your prayers.
Okay, thank you for letting us know, Elaine.
No problem.
Okay.
Thank you.
So go ahead and break us, Coco, and then pull us back in 15 minutes.
All right, you guys are good.
And then there were two.
Yeah.
Now, which one do I want to be in? Where are you going to go?
You see all the groupings now?
I see the groupings. I'm trying to decide who I want to be with. Well, it's like I gotta decide. I would prefer not to be in a group with a bunch of people I was just in with.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in room 2, I think. I'll try that one.
Okay.
All right, I'll see you. Now, you know what? Maybe I'll go in group 1. I haven't seen
I'm
them
gonna
in a
go in
while.
group 2 because a
Okay.
lot of people
Okay,
in
good.
group 1 I was just with.
Okay, I'll go in group 1. I'll
We generally get ours done the same night, but
Yeah.
I don't usually, if we're home, I don't usually make supper until it's done.
Oh, that's good.
Um,
Hardcore.
We have to get it done now because we are in a hotel
Oh, okay.
on our way home from my sister's house, so
Okay.
I don't
So
want to
you-
put it in the box.
Yeah.
Huh?
Oh, so Susie, are you the group that created the Dowdle group online? Okay.
Yes, I personally created it. Yeah.
Okay. And it's been pretty successful, like the people on there. They seem like a nice group of people for the most
yeah.
part.
They're all nice.
Well, I know it's a good community for sure. Because
Yeah.
I feel like people are you don't get the creepers on there at all, and you just get people
Well, no.
like that like puzzles.
We work hard to keep the creepers out,
Yeah.
like we have to approve the people to be in.
Yeah.
And we don't want aggressive sellers or people who go to Costco and then try to sell their puzzles. It's like, no, it's all about just trading and loving the puzzles
Yeah.
and hanging out together. Yeah. And
So
then
have you ever,
Go
yeah.
ahead.
If you ever notice a new puzzle, sometimes the 1,000 pieces they're not the fun. They're like the same shapes. Have you had that yet? Like the same stamp on every one. Have you had that yet, you guys, or not? For the
I
Dowdle
haven't done
puzzles.
enough 1,000 ones to know. I mean,
Okay.
I've done probably 4 or 5, but
Okay. Do you know what I'm talking
So-
about? Like they're you know how the Dowdle has all different unique shapes usually? They're kind of fun little funky shapes. And but I got a newer Dowdle puzzle from Dowdle itself, and they're all like the same stamp, same look.
same, they're cut out the
Yeah.
same way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's that about? I mean, I don't know if they changed their process but anyway.
I can answer the question. Wait, okay, so there's two. First of all, you need to learn the word. So random cut is when they're uniquely shaped. Who's making a bunch of noise in the background?
Not me.
Might be Elaine. Elaine? Oh, well.
Okay.
I can't mute her. Anyway, so they can either be random cut, which is the unique shapes, or grid cut, which is, straight across. Okay. So basically, Dowdle has so much demand that they can't produce all the puzzles that they need in the same factory.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so the factory that they used before COVID was in Indiana. So they still have a lot of them done in Indiana. That you would consider that to be like their home factory.
Okay.
But there was like 3 other places in the US they contracted out to, and then they also contracted out to China.
Okay.
So they have a whole bunch of them produced in China. And it seems like the Chinese ones are all grid cut.
I got a grid cut one. I was surprised because that's what kind of makes Dotto fun. Random pieces. I like,
but well, even in the past, we had some random cuts and some grid cuts. It depended. So frequently we would get like XYZ puzzle is always cut in a random cut, but then another puzzle is always cut in a grid cut. You know, so it just depends. So you just never know, honestly. So there you get both. And like, for example, if you do one of those little travel puzzles, the wooden puzzles are always grid cut. And I complained about that. I was like, come on, I want fun shapes on the wooden puzzles. And they go, sorry, it's beyond our ability.
Yeah.
You know, because they just do those in house. So, you know, there's no big fancy person doing it. So it's like, okay, it is what it is. I still enjoy the puzzles.
Yeah.
You know, I do both. But yeah, you just never know what you're gonna get. It's like sometimes, even when they were all made in Indiana, sometimes you got grids and sometimes you got randoms. But now we've got different factories. So
did you guys buy any yesterday on National Puzzle Day? I bought 4. I don't know. I was pretty excited. Did you guys get any yesterday?
I would have.
You wouldn't?
I would have, but I brought home a bunch of Pam, so.
Oh, okay.
I had to sit on my hands and say no.
Yeah.
I did last year on National Puzzle Day.
Yeah.
What did you get, Penny?
I got Washington Mall, which I wanted. I got, have you done that one, the Washington with the pink? That looked kind of cool.
My God, I love that.
And then I got Stanley Park. These are places I want to travel. Stanley Park, it's in Vancouver.
Yeah.
I get the 1,000 pieces. Yeah. But I just like, I don't know, what I like to do, you guys, is I like to like watch a show. Like when I was setting my London one, I watched Downtown Abbey, or when I did my New York one, I watched Billions, you know, like I'm there with making the trade deals, set my puzzle. But it's kind of my time. I work full time at 3M here in St. Paul. And so it's kind of my downtime when I could do a puzzle and just do what I want to do. But anyway.
I listen to music and I play the music that goes with the puzzle.
Oh, that's cool.
So like if I'm doing like about the Bahamas puzzle, I listen to tropical music, and when doing like
Kokomo.
Yeah. Sorry.
I love that song. That's cool.
I'm sorry, Pat, that Fran felt crappy today.
Oh, she's in a lot of pain. So
I know. She was just at my house like this week, and I couldn't believe she was still going to go on that long flight to Antarctica. I'm so glad
I'm glad they canceled it too, because there's no way. When I was talking to her today, she could barely talk. She was in so much pain.
Is this your friend or your daughter?
My sister.
Oh, your sister. Oh.
My sister. She lives near Susie. And
are you guys all in Florida, Susie and Pat? Are you in Florida?
No, I'm in Florida. Susie's in Arizona.
Oh, you're in Arizona. Okay. But you know her sister. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, so her sister, Fran,
my sister,
is in my Corvette club. I have a Corvette, and we're in the Scottsdale. We're in the Scottsdale Corvette Club, and I met Fran. She's in the Scottsdale Corvette Club, but she's my Corvette friend that I got into the puzzles.
Okay.
But she lives like a mile from me. So because we live really close together, you know, it's so easy for us to trade and do stuff together. Yeah, and sometimes I take her on, I drive her places, you know, when we go for the ladies' dinners, I sometimes pick her up. So it works good.
Well, there's anybody that lives in Minnesota in our group at all, besides me, or?
There's Nancy
Okay.
Nancy Jonas or something like that. She lives, because she and Pam swapped puzzles a lot. She's about a half hour away from St. Paul, where Pam, my sister Pam.
Because I have puzzles I maybe would be interested in swapping with somebody and not having to pay the shipping.
Yeah.
You know.
And then there's Judy Hanson. She doesn't ever do puzzle parties. I don't know if Nancy does either.
Okay.
But Judy and Pam had been friends for a long time, and she does a lot of.
Okay.
So just look on the Facebook page because they're both on that.
Okay.
Yeah, so Nancy's last name is spelled B-O-U something or other, and it ends with I-S. It's a really long name. BOU, and then it ends with an IS.
Okay, I'm gonna look her up.
And what was the other one?
Judy Hanson.
Judy Hanson. Okay. It'd be kind of nice if because I have probably about 20 doddles at home here now. And I'm like, do I want to keep them all? Do I do all the shipping? Do you guys do all the shipping? And,
I do. I haven't found anybody near me, but
yeah.
I told Calvin he just has to build more bookshelves for him.
I've got them stacked on the floor next to my bookshelf because I have no more room on my bookshelf.
Oh, you guys, no, really?
Yes.
We won't talk about how many I have shoved in so many rooms in my house, but I also have a beautiful bookshelf full of dowdles. But then I have more than that. They're in boxes all over the place. But it's because I'm always trading. So the way I do it is I have a lot and I never know which one I'm going to want to do next.
Okay.
So what basically I tell my people that I trade with all the time, I say, hey, I got this one. Are you interested in it? And they say yes or no. And if they say yes, I put their name on a piece of Post-it and I put it on the bookshelf. And then whenever I get to that one, I say, okay, I'm done with blah, blah, blah now. Are you ready? We just literally mail them when we're done and keep track of how many we've sent each other, but we're not anal about, okay, I am done with this one. I am ready to hand it to you. Are you ready to hand it back to me right now? Because there's some people that are like that. They don't want to give up something unless they're getting it. But I have so many. I have I think more than 100 dowdles that I need to do. That
you have to do still?
Yeah, in my to-do stack. And I probably have 30 with Post-it notes on them.
Good for you.
Whatever the heck one I want, and then I trade it if it's I got a name on it. But this week, I don't know if you saw my post this week where I did the 2 Park City ones.
Mm-hmm.
I was just in the mood to do the Park City ones, and I didn't even have anybody's name on those. I just said, I want to do these. I love these.
That's awesome. Okay, so Judy Hanson lives right by me. She's in Egan.
She's in Egan.
So I live in Egan. So maybe I could contact her for a swap if I don't know. And then who's the other person?
Nancy, Bourganis maybe?
Okay.
Or Giannis?
Nancy. Okay. I'll see if I can see her here.
She's a little bit north, I think, but she was a half hour from where Pam was.
Well, if
Pam was
Judy
right in Highland Park.
Oh, okay. She's in Highland Park. Okay. Yeah.
Pam was in Highland Park. Yeah.
Maybe I'll just private message Judy to say, hey, do you ever want to swap? I don't know which one she has.
Well, you can tell her that Pam's sister Lynn told you to contact her.
Okay.
She took some of Pam's puzzles, so they've been good friends for years and years.
Okay. I'll just say I was at this party and okay.
So you know what, Stephanie, I don't know a lot of experience messaging people in Facebook that aren't your friends, but if you message people that aren't your friends, they sometimes don't see it. So if you don't get a response from those messages, you should just put something on our group and tag them.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Because they'll probably see it in the main group page.
Let me try that.
I might not see it in the Facebook message.
Yeah.
Now, some of us are used to messaging with strangers, so we kind of keep our eye on that little alert.
Yeah, I don't want to stalk anybody.
No, but you know, sometimes they don't even see it.
Yeah, I could try that because if she's in Egan and I have puzzles and she may have some extra ones and they know Lynn and Pam, I could just. We'll see. I mean, I have like 6 to set now. I got some are coming in. I'm fine for a bit. I don't want to overwhelm myself. I got the Kawaiis coming in, I
want to hear from you, Hope. So how are you doing, Hope? How much snow is outside?
So I'm actually back home in Hawaii right now.
Oh, you're in Hawaii. There's no freaking snow in Hawaii.
Yeah, so I'm all good. I saw your post and I was like, I'm gonna tell her that I'm in Hawaii.
But we sent your puzzle to Maine, but you just visiting Hawaii?
No, so I'm back home in Hawaii with my parents. I actually had my boyfriend send it from New Hampshire to Hawaii.
Oh my God. Okay. Well, if you do, be sure to tell us the new address.
Oh yeah, for sure. I forgot. I just sent the money in and been like, okay, cool, it's all set. And I was waiting for it to arrive, not thinking that it's gonna go up there. And my boyfriend was like, you have a package for you. And I was like, wait, package. And he like reads it to me, like shows me like the box, and I was like, oh my gosh, I completely forgot. And I was like, is there any way that you can send it to me?
Is your boyfriend in New Hampshire then? And
Yeah.
you're okay.
So I started the puzzle parties when I was living with him, and I used to do it up there. And then over the
Okay.
holidays, I came back home.
Okay.
And I've been home for a couple months. So I was like, oh, that makes sense. That
Okay,
was completely on my part.
Address, message me your address.
Yeah, I will.
Well, just like, even if you don't know if you're gonna do March, if you message it to me, I'll put it on my spreadsheet so that whenever you participate the next time, I'll like have the right address in there, because I get really screwed up when people move. Because what I do is I copy and paste their name and address, phone number and email, not phone number, I don't know the phone numbers. Name and address and email from 1 month to the next. And so like if they move, I'm screwed.
I'll be home in March in Hawaii, but I think puzzle parties later down the line, I'll be back up in New Hampshire. So yeah. I'll let you know.
March 12th.
Yeah, March 12th, I should be home.
Yeah, okay. Well, if you decide to register, it's by
probably will.
Gotta register by Valentine's Day. I know you were going in and out and you were late, so I don't know what you heard and what you didn't. Sorry.
No,
Sorry.
it's okay. No worries. I've had internet issues. I think after the puzzle party, I have to reset the router again. But
you know what? And I think we need to reset my router too, because my cable box is out and now it's not recording the football games, which is irritating.
Oh no.
It is what it is. I'm gonna, so Stephanie, in this group, we sign the back of one piece before we trade it along. Do you do that?
No, I've never heard of this. I can
Yeah.
though. If I
So
trade.
your name, the date, and what town you live in. You can
Just
just
one
put
little-
your first name.
Just one little piece here. Just one piece on the back. Okay, I can.
Whatever piece you want. I always pick a big ass piece because I have to write Scottsdale on it. I'm gonna sign the back of what's his name? Michael Goddard, the artist's head.
Okay.
Because I recognized him when I did the puzzle, when I started the puzzle. I go, oh my God, that's Michael Goddard. Looks like Michael Goddard. It is Michael Goddard.
Who is that? Michael's.
He's in, so I don't know if it's your genre or not, but if you ever went to like a casino or a poker room or something, you would see art with like olives and strawberries with arms and legs doing funny things. That's Michael Goddard art.
Okay.
You can look him up.
Yeah.
G-O-D.
Michael Goddard. Okay.
Question. I know that a couple parties ago, you talked about potentially having Disney puzzles as the puzzles for the party. Is that still on the play? I just was wondering if there was no.
Nah. So wait, let me finish signing this, or I'm gonna.
Okay,
it's
sorry.
Gonna be a half sign.
Finish your puzzle, Susie?
What?
Did you finish your puzzle, Susie?
Yeah.
Oh,
You are quick. I'm just.
No.
I'm not.
I'm not quick. I start before.
You did? Okay.
I started for the party because I always talk the whole time and I don't get a chance to puzzle, and I finished my other one. So I
we'll
usually
forgive you this time. We'll forgive you this time. It's okay.
yeah. I try. Sometimes it all depends on when I finish the prior puzzle. Like I don't want to put a new puzzle on my puzzle table and then need to do the party puzzle. So I just finished that other one. I go, okay, well I'll start sorting, and then I go, oh, okay, well I'll do the edges, and so that I was part of the way done. Anyway,
That makes me feel better.
let me talk to you about 48 seconds. Disney puzzles. You know what? Hope. When we're back in the main group in 42 seconds, ask me about Disney puzzles.
Okay.
Because everyone probably wants to know.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. Bye.
Okay. All right. See you in a bit.
Okay, I'm unmuted. Okay, so before I start talking about the cruise, Hope asked me about the Disney puzzle. So the Disney, there was a lot of drama between Disney and Dowdle, and that was why there was a big delay about the launching. They had to come to some kind of agreement. I don't know what exactly, you know, it was a big nasty thing going on, but what I learned is, you know how the Disney puzzles cost $30? They will always cost $30. They will never be participating in any kind of promo because it's some kind of separate entity that's partially owned by Dowdle that actually sets the prices. And I'm just going to take a really wild ass educated guess. I'm guessing that Disney and Dowdle have some kind of separate entity that owns the Disney puzzles and the artwork, and that joint agreement, whatever they call it, that that sets the price. So I just want you guys, we'll never use them for a puzzle party because they, unless you want to pay $30 and plus shipping, who wants to do that? Who wants to pay 45 bucks? So we're never going to use them for a puzzle party for that reason, because I could never surprise you with which puzzle it was if I had to say, hey, here's the Disney one, it costs 5 times as much. And I also wanted to make sure you knew you will never get those on a discount. So if you want one, you got to save up your 30 bucks, because when they do the 50% off promos and stuff, it's always going to say not applicable to Disney. So that's that. Okay. So I'm going to talk about the cruise now. Anybody who doesn't care, hey, Lori, you're done. Woohoo. Wait, you're muted. Everybody's muted but me and Coco.
Let me share again. 1 second.
Okay, don't show that thing until I tell you, Coco.
Got it.
It's only one part of many items.
Okay.
Okay, so now I'm going to talk about the cruise. Wait, before I do that, does anyone else have a question?
Yeah, Susie, question on the Disney. Will they ever go on the free shipping?
No. Well, I don't know about
Okay.
free shipping, but I'm just telling you what I learned, and that is whatever that separate entity is, it owns the Disney thing, and whatever rules that you're seeing today are probably going to stay the same. Like, I know they're 30 bucks, they're never going to be discounted. If you tell me they don't participate in the free shipping, then I'm going to say that it probably will stay the same.
Okay, I didn't know. I was just curious. That's why I asked.
Oh, I don't know anything about the shipping because I didn't try to buy any. I just know that they cost 30 and their heads were spinning when they saw the price. And, you know, and then after that, I learned it's always going to be 30, never discounted. And then Hope was just asking if we would ever have one for a puzzle party, because I never knew that they were going to be special and different and cost twice as much.
Well, the shipping should be totally different though, because Dowdle pays that, we pay Dowdle to do it.
No, there's a separate company that owns the Disney puzzles. Dowdle in conjunction with some other company.
Oh, so they would ship from somewhere else?
No, but I'm just saying that other company. So if Dowdle, the company, is the one that's offering free shipping, it's going through their accounting, right?
Yeah.
Right. So the Disney puzzles are owned by a separate entity, but sold by Dowdle, but Dowdle doesn't want to pay all the shipping on them. Because it really should be a split cost with that other company that owns them. So maybe they're like, it's all different. I didn't try to buy any Disney puzzles, so I don't know about the shipping. All I know is they cost 30. It's going to remain 30. There's never going to be a discount. That's all I know. Because it was like, oh, bummer. I always wanted to have the Disney puzzles as a puzzle party, but it's not going to happen. But hey, at least we're going to have that new art eventually, and some of those are going to be made in 300, so I have more choices. So thank goodness for that. Okay. I should have made a poll, but I didn't. Someone was talking. Who's talking?
Yeah, I'm looking for Morro Bay. Can you order that directly from Morro Bay, or do I have to order from Dowdle, or how does one get Morro Bay?
You have to get Morro Bay from people in Morro Bay. No, it's not funny, Mary. Morro Bay has a 1-year exclusive license on their artwork.
Okay.
And it got launched on September 11th. So I'm presuming that the exclusive license goes through September 11th. They were working with a really nice woman at the city of Morro Bay who had made an arrangement so that Dowdle could sell some at the gallery in Solvang and some other, a couple other exceptions. But she went off the board of directors, and all the people that are in there now are like stomping their feet and saying, nope, we have exclusive right. If someone wants one, they have to get it from someone here in Morro Bay, period.
So you can't order online from like somebody like a Morro Bay place or whatever and get it, is what you're saying, correct?
I don't think so. Like there's like 3 or 4 restaurants that are in places that are in Morro Bay that have the puzzles in stock in their physical location. And you can get them from them in person. I don't know if they would ship or not. So Juliana, look in our group for a girl named Juliana, I think Appleby, but
Okay.
I know her first name's Juliana. Try messaging her because she was on that board that did the Morro Bay, the whole puzzles and all that. But she's not on the board anymore, but maybe she could tell you how to get it.
Okay.
Yeah, Juliana. Okay. Any other questions before I start talking about the cruise? No, okay.
No, but I'm gonna leave because I'm not cruising with you. So thank you
Okay,
so much.
bye, Amanda.
It was fun.
Thanks for
Thank you.
coming. Next
Bye.
one. Bye. Well. Bye. Okay. So I want to tell you all, Lori, are you staying too?
I was trying to figure out I did something to it that I have never done before.
To me all the time.
I'm like, I can't get out of that. I can't unmute myself. And it was this teeny tiny window. Like I couldn't make it any bigger. It was only about 2 inches wide and 1 inch tall. So anyway.
Okay.
Guys.
I think I'm gonna log off too. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay. So first thing I want to say is I've been on 3 cruises already. If you're my Facebook friend, you knew, but maybe you didn't. I went in October, November, and December. I went on Princess, Royal Caribbean, and Norwegian. But all 3 had the same or similar health and safety protocols because the CDC was mandating it. So everyone vaccinated everyone vaccinated, period. You had to be fully vaccinated, meaning it had to be at least 2 weeks since your last shot. And you had to have a COVID test within 48 hours of boarding. So, and it works really smoothly. So if you were under these protocols, I pretty strongly suggest that for our cruise, which sails on a Sunday, I suggest you get tested at home on Friday, like at CVS or something. And then you travel to Florida on Saturday, and then you get on the cruise on Sunday. Because that way, if you tested positive, you would still be at home where you could quarantine. You don't want to travel to Florida and then take your pre-cruise test and then have to quarantine in a hotel. So if you are thinking of adding days on in Orlando before or after your cruise, I strongly suggest after, so that you can, just in case they still have that same 48-hour rule.
Now, is that a PCR or a rapid test?
Is it whatever one you want, as long as it's supervised by a medical professional. So you have to have it like done in front of someone, either in person, like I love to go to CVS. So I just go to the CVS Minute Clinic over and over and over for everything I want to test for. Or you can order through Royal Caribbean an at-home test where it's got a seal on it, and you like barcode the seal and you get a teledoc person, and that teledoc person instructs you on how to do your test. And then it's like a 15-minute rapid test. And then you get like an official letter email from whatever that company is that runs that rapid test that you pass. But you can't just go to the drugstore and get any old at-home test. You have to have one that's supervised by a medical professional. So it has to be the official at-home test or like a human being at your doctor's office, CVS, whatever. Now, I want to tell you that we don't know what our protocols will be for June. Like Royal Caribbean, they do this thing where they really want to they want to allow kids. So this is the most hilarious thing. So during COVID, CDC came out with this thing that said, okay, cruise lines, you can sail as long as you're 95% vaccinated, or you can go jump through all these other hoops and have 1 million testing if you want to allow people that are not vaccinated to be on your cruise. Well, because Royal Caribbean said, well, we're a family brand. We want to allow the kids that can't get vaccinated. So for like 1 month, they had these super complicated rules about how they let vaccinated and unvaccinated people on, but the unvaccinated people had to stay. Like literally, it was like being in cruise jail. They couldn't go to half of the things on board. It was a little silly. And then the Bahamas said that they only would allow people to visit if they were vaccinated. And that kind of cleared up the waters because all of us are going on cruises to the Bahamas because Perfect Day at Coco Cay, even though it's like a private little island resort thing, it technically is in Bahamas. So as soon as Bahamas came down with the rule that said we only allow vaccinated people, then Royal Caribbean had to go with the 100% vaccinated, just like all the other cruise lines were doing. But at the same time, I feel like Royal Caribbean doesn't give us what the health and safety protocols are going to be super far in advance. Like they're not telling us, hey, through XYZ date, we're going to have these protocols, because they're always just announcing just a little bit out in the future and a little bit out in the future, because it's constantly changing. You know, it has everything to do with the rules and regulations of the countries we're visiting. So I can tell you that I don't know what our protocols will be for June yet, but I can tell you it's like really probable that we're still going to be doing the same thing. There, you know, for sure, almost for sure, we're going to have to be vaccinated, and then probably have to do the testing. And then the other thing that comes up a lot is masks or not, and the masks or not thing, that's the thing that's even changing more frequently. Like when Omicron got bad, it's all masks inside all the time. But then when it wasn't so bad, like on the Norwegian cruise I went on in December, that was no masks at all, except for when we got off in ports where they wanted us to wear masks. So it's just constantly in flux. So if anyone's asked you, oh, do you know what the health and safety protocols are going to be? We don't know for June, but my sales rep at Royal Caribbean says having to be vaccinated is highly probable. So, Coco, do you have the ability to do the surveys? I know you're eating. So
Yep.
Can you do the vaccine survey?
Absolutely. Let me launch it right now.
Yay.
All right, I think we got everyone.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I kind of
Okay.
figured that was the answer. So anyway, so that's that. So, oh, what happened? Oh, you're okay. So Chris, you were saying your mom doesn't know if she should get her flights. Absolutely, get your flights. You know, get whatever flights you want whenever it works out for you. The cruise is going to happen. The puzzle party is going to happen. The only thing I can't say with 100% certainty is what the health and safety protocols are going to be. And they could totally change our ports, because that's the problem that they're having right now is some countries are not wanting visitors or cruise ships to stop. So we think we're going to XYZ, but then we ended up going to XYY instead or whatever. But hopefully by June, we'll just get the ports we thought we were going to get, and it won't be an issue. The next thing I want to say is all of the cruise lines are using apps now. I mean, we all had cruise apps before, but now it's like apps on steroids. So now we're doing absolutely almost everything in the app. When we pre-register with our passports, we put those on the app. And then also in the app, so there is not going to ever be again a normal old-fashioned muster drill. All muster drills are done now. You watch a safety video in your app on your phone or on the TV in your stateroom. And then you go check in. You just check in at whatever time you want in the first afternoon at your muster station so that you know where it is geographically, but you don't have to show up there at a specific time. You just want to watch your video on your app or your TV and then go after that. Because if you go to your muster station before you've watched your video, then they'll give you like a whole muster drill just for you. Which is what happened to me on my Royal Caribbean cruise. It was so weird. This one guy like showed me how to use the life jacket and he gave me the whole spiel and it was like, really? I know, okay. But it was just me and my stepmom who was traveling with me. So it was crazy, but it's really great that we don't have to do the muster drill, but remember it's going to be something you got to do in your app, like really close to sailing. So there's going to be a lot of deadlines, like within X number of days, you can do this. Within X number of days of your sailing, you have to do this, you do that, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So then I'm going to tell you some potentially bad news, but it's still not going to change whether we're going on the cruise. And that is Eric is not vaccinated, nor will he be. So I don't know. I don't know if I want to tell his super personal stuff, but someone died that's very close family relation to him within 5 hours of getting their vaccine. So he's just afraid that whatever genetic thing that they had, you know, he might have the same problem. So he's not vaccinated. He will remain booked until the final payment is due, so that we can see what the health and safety protocols are. But if they're requiring vaccination, which I'm thinking is probable,
Yeah.
you know, he won't be able to go. But David will still go. David and I are talking about what we want to do on board. Like we want to see who ends up going first, but then David's talking about maybe having one of the other artists come on board to still do they were talking about doing a custom painting of us on the cruise. So I think that's why David is making noises about maybe bringing a different artist, but we'll still have like fun and a lot of activities and lots of puzzles. Dowdle's still providing the puzzles, but we don't know if Eric will be there. And I said, well, maybe Eric can do some videos for us that we can play, you know, during certain times. And he goes, oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. So like if Eric can't go, then we'll still have a lot of great stuff. But I know that's disappointing for you that haven't met him yet, but I mean, we'll have lots of opportunities in the future. And to me, I want to go on this cruise to have fun and like hang out with all of you. Like I met him already a couple of times. He's just some guy same age as me. Who cares? But like all of you have never met you in person before. So I'd rather hang out with Lynn and Coco and Trina and Chris, you know, than hang out with Eric all the time. So there's a survey, Coco. I don't know what, did I call it Eric? I don't know what I titled those silly things.
How important is Eric?
Yeah, okay. Eric thinks he's important.
He might be shocked by the answer to the survey. Don't tell him.
Yeah, well, you know, so it's kind of like what I was talking about in one of my breakout sessions. There's some people that went to the puzzle parties that love the puzzle parties. And there's some people that were participating simply because they got a $13 puzzle, you know, last year. So whatever, you know, it's like, we're going to have a good time and still have a puzzle party regardless. So that's it. So I got a question. So now so we're done with that one, because I think everyone who's going to answer answered. And, you know, if you said no, I still wouldn't be mad. That's all good. I just wondered. So when this came up that, because basically, so this is what I learned, and Maggie's gone, but when I was in Morro Bay with Eric in his hotel room with, you know, some other Dowdle puzzle lover people, he was just talking to us and he was telling us the story about his family member who passed away and that he wasn't vaccinated. And I was going like, oh my God. But he said at that time, oh, but I think Magnolia Network's going to force me to be vaccinated because they're shooting their new television series any day. And so I kept asking David over and over, so is Eric going to be vaccinated? Is Eric vaccinated, not vaccinated? Did Magnolia make him? And he got Magnolia to bow down to him and not force him to do it. So he's never going to get it. But I only just learned like last week, or maybe it was 2 weeks ago, but it was recent. Okay. So when I was talking to David and he told me that Eric wasn't vaccinated and not going to be vaccinated, I said, okay, well, let's get off of our butts now and talk about 2023. Because when we first planned the first cruise, and I want you to know that I planned the cruise as a Dowdle Puzzle Lovers activity before I even met anyone from the Dowdle company. Like, it was an idea that I had. Coco can back me up. Like, when we were having our very first meetings about doing stuff together, I had the idea about the cruise. I was so excited about the cruise. It took me like a month to figure out which ship and date to have it on because I want the whole conference center. So you got to know how hard it is. Not all ship have conference centers. And then a lot of times they have 4, like, you know how conference rooms are where they can pull the little curtains across and you can be broken up into 4 little rooms, 6 little rooms, whatever. I wanted the entire frickin' thing. And it took me a really long time asking the on-ship coordinators, okay, so what date can I get the entire conference center? And I would have to just keep going back and forth and back and forth. And what about this ship? What about this date? And finally I got one. And like, I literally, within a week of me confirming what ship and date we were going to have it on the Harmony on June 12th, I met David from Dowdle and he was like so ecstatic and he wanted to do lots of activities. And he said, Eric loves cruising. Can we have a cruise? I go, yeah, I already got a date. He goes, oh my God, Eric loves cruising. And I can tell you that Eric has cruised a lot because he's a diamond under Captain Crown and Anchor with Royal Caribbean. So he's been a bunch of times, because I think they sell his art on some of the ships. So anyway, what they said at that time was that maybe we'd have a lot, maybe we'd have more than one a year. I'm going like, wow, okay, well, that would be great. But then Eric is not a plan ahead kind of guy. So getting him like nailed down on anything really far in advance is like beyond him. You know, we just made the Groundhog Day appearance announcement like in the last week, and it's like this weekend. You know, that would be kind of Eric's style, doing everything at the last second. So him planning stuff really far in advance is hard. So I always had the idea that once we did the first cruise from Orlando, maybe the second one could be from Galveston, Texas. So Coco, can you show the picture now?
Pull it up. Let me show it real quick. Let me bring this down. Perfect.
Okay, so this is me taking a picture off of my computer screen. So it's pretty clear. Anyway, I just kind of thought that maybe since we're doing Eastern Caribbean the first time, we would do Western Caribbean the second time. If we had it from the center of the country, maybe some different people can come. We love the same people, but maybe some more people would come, people who could drive to Galveston. So that was my idea. And there is a Dowdle Galveston puzzle like painting that's out of production now, but you know, they'd probably be able to figure out a way to produce some for us. So this was always my plan, to try to do Galveston on the Allure of the Seas for the second one. And so David and I agree that this is a great idea. And it's just that he hasn't been able to nail Eric down to agree to having this sailing or this date. But I can tell you that I already held the conference center on this sailing. because I had to work hard again to find one that had the whole conference center open. So you can like write it in pencil if you want, but don't tell anyone yet that we maybe will do this one, The Allure of the Seas, on October 15th, 2023. Because I'm trying to put it super far in advance, just in case the whole COVID vaccination thing is still a deal, because Eric's never going to get vaccinated. And, you know, it's a good time. It's technically in hurricane season, but it's very rare to have any activity in October. Most of the activity that hits Houston and Galveston happens in August and maybe September. So I just want you to know that I have that like in the works. I'm trying. David is trying to get Eric to stop what he's doing and like talk to him for a minute, but it's so far in the future. He's not got him done yet, but I'm working on it. I really want to have this option ready as soon as I can, in case there's people that won't go on the 2022 that want to postpone to next year. So, you know, I definitely want to get it confirmed with Eric, hopefully before we have to make our final payments in March. Okay.
So how many people are signed up for now? I mean, right now for this one?
There's like 30 cabins of people, 60 people.
Okay. Yeah.
But I gotta tell you that a chunk of those are Dowdle people. Like they reserved quite a few for employees and Dowdle people, and then Eric reserved some for his family because he was thinking about making like his own personal family reunion. But if he's not going, obviously all of those will move. But then there's quite a few of us, like just DPLs. Now I got a question, and I didn't make a survey because I just now thought of it. I want to know, do you want us to keep this for just the Dowdle puzzle lovers, or do you want me to advertise this puzzle cruise to other puzzle groups? You can give me commentary. You unmute yourself. No commentary?
I like it Dowdle, but that's just me.
I know. Well, anybody else? Chris?
Yeah, I say just keep it Dowdle, but.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, you know, like, okay, so I'm going to maybe have a lot of cancellations and there might not be a lot of us, but you know what? If there's not a lot of us, then we could all like have our own table. Because when I originally thought of it, you know, when I was having those meetings with Coco and Pam at the beginning and Cindy, and I was dreaming of us having our own little personal private puzzle party, I was thinking we would all have our own tables and we would be able to come and go from our puzzles whenever we wanted. But then when Eric was coming and it got so big, it was like, oh, we wouldn't be able to do our own tables. We would have to sit, do a complete puzzle and put it back together on the shelf so someone else could use that table. So, you know, there's like positives and negatives in both. So yeah, I hear you. I'm not keen on it. So I'll just keep it the way it is, you know, because right now it's not very popular to advertise cruises anyway. It's like,
right.
It's so safe. I got to tell you, I got this statistic from my Celebrity Cruises rep, and he goes, the next time someone tells you that they read something about how unsafe cruising is, give them these statistics. And it was like, the Royal Caribbean Group has had 500,000 people cruise since they went back into service in June, and they've had 1,700 cases of COVID, which is 0.0007 or something like that %, whereas the general population of the USA is like 1%, you know, has COVID 1%. So like going to the grocery store is way more treacherous than going on a cruise where everyone's vaccinated. A lot of people are already boosted. Everyone got tested before we had to get on. We're being safe. You know, there's so many health protocols. Okay. So Coco, could you run the survey about hotels? We can't hear you talking to yourself when you have yourself muted. It's not as fun.
My husband's yelling in the other room because the game's on. So
I'm so jealous. My DVR,
You want that?
cable
Yeah.
is broken.
Free cruise hotel?
Don't know, because we can still be beavers. So,
Yeah. So
Just a quick question. What time does the cruise actually leave? Because I'm trying to figure out if I would want to drive down from Gainesville that day.
Usually they board around 12, don't they? And then they leave by.
Oh, no, they
4?
were, you,
Have they changed it?
well, I have a second comment, but let me answer the question first. Let me just try to find somebody's confirmation. I have to tell you that I don't very often print the itinerary because that was like old news. So let me see if I can find something. I know it's on my group contract, but I don't look at that very often. That's like from January 21. It technically says 4:30. 4:30 p.m. But I gotta tell you, okay, but I gotta tell you something. So this is how it works in the new way of cruising when everything is done on the app and they're trying to keep us socially distant. When you register in the app pre-cruise, you have to choose a boarding time. So they don't want people to just show up at whatever time the people want, like we did in the old times. They're literally time slots, 11 a.m. to 11:30, 11:30 to 12. You have to choose which time slot you're going to show up, and you must show up in that time slot. Obviously it happens, people get stuck in traffic or something, but you're probably going to have a time slot to check in somewhere between 11 and 2:30. So even though the ship doesn't sail away until 4:30, you've got to, even if you pick the latest one, it'll probably be 2 or 2:30. So FYI on that. Okay, so my original plan was that we would all travel on Saturday, the 11th, and have one night pre-cruise. And if we all stayed at the same place, then I could do some kind of transportation to the pier. That was why I was asking about the hotel night. So I guess you should let me know if you're interested, or I'll just put it on the Facebook group event relating to the cruise, sometime soon, or maybe I won't do it soon. I think it's like, I want the final payment to pass and see who is actually going before I spend a lot of time on hotels and shore excursions. Cause I wanted us also to have private shore excursions. Like if there's 20 of us, we could do like the same thing together and we'd have no strangers with us. I just think that would be so fun. So, but I don't want
I was gonna suggest, because so I haven't told Coco, I'm not gonna be able to go. Would I be able to move my money to the October 23?
Yeah, yes. That would be the whole reason why I'm trying to get it nailed down before the final payments due.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so I don't want you to do it now because I'm not really sure if Eric's gonna give me a blessing on that one, but I'm just letting you know. There's gonna be people that don't want to go because of COVID. There's ones not gonna want to go because Eric's not going, but then there's still gonna be us that do go. So, the final payments are due in the first week of March. So until then, everything's just status quo. You book your flights, but maybe, don't do your pre-cruise hotel if you think you wanted, have that one night with the group. And I don't know, obviously I know some of us got cabanas and stuff. Those are all private, but maybe the regular old fashioned shore excursions, if you want to do them with a group from the puzzle group, maybe don't prepay so many things. And the other thing I wanted to say, I'm almost done. I need more coffee. Hold on. Oh my God, all that talking. I sit here by myself in my house and I don't have to talk to that many people when I'm working on a normal day. My voice can't handle puzzle parties sometimes. Okay. So Royal Caribbean just last week extended their Cruise with Confidence program. So what Cruise with Confidence means is Cruise with Confidence is so that they want you to make your cruise final payment, even if you're a little bit unsure about going, because they'll let you cancel up to 48 hours before sailing for any reason you want and give you a credit good for 1 year. So I just wanted to tell you that was in there, but I also wanted to say, hey, put an asterisk on that. If you canceled at the 1st of June and your credit was good for 1 year, you wouldn't be able to go on the October 15th Dowdle cruise of 2023. You'd have to go on some other cruise, but hey, that's not a bad thing. you know, you could always just hop on some cute little 3-night cruise. Like I'm going on the Royal Caribbean Navigator of the Seas for President's Day weekend, just on a 3-day cruise. So that's my next one with my husband. It's his birthday. Okay, so that's it. I wanted to tell you about the Cruise with Confidence because that was just extended. It's so hard to keep track. Oh my God. Because it's like, okay, you have to have booked by this day. You have to sail by this day. And you get credits that are good till this day. Oh no, it's credits good for a year. Oh no, it's credits good for 3 months. Oh no, oh, it's like, oh geez. But anyway, that's my life. Every cruise line has different rules. That's all. You got questions for me now?
I do.
Okay.
So we've heard about people who tested positive while they were on the cruise and they were moved to cabins down in the bottom of the ship, basically. Is that how Royal Caribbean does it?
So probably. So most of the cruise lines are okay. How do I say it? The ship is not full. So right now the ship's been sailing, a lot of them like 1,500 passengers, and the ships hold 3,000, 4,000.
Right.
Like they're
yeah.
not even full. So what some of the cruise lines are doing is they're literally they're having full decks that don't have any guests. So if they're not full, they're trying to congregate the guests onto certain decks. And, you know, that way the room stewards, you know, are all their cabins are in the same section. And then they have like ghost decks. So it seems like I've been reading a lot that a lot of the times the ghost decks, there's a ghost deck on deck 4, which is where the medical center is. And it seems like when people test positive on board and they get quarantined into the special cabins, they are always on that similar deck. So probably, but you got to know that during Omicron, there's more cases than there'll be as soon as that spike is over too.
Right.
I mean, it's so that most of the, like I know, there was a cruise recently with like 50 crew members had it, but only 2 guests, like 1 cabin of guests got it, but there was 50 crew. So like they were all in that same section. And so that's how they keep them separate. And all the ships have super fabulous air filtration systems now because they learned that that's really the answer. So like it's pretty nice. I'm telling you, I went on all those cruises and it was great. Like the food was still good, the service was good, the shows were good. I was so happy to be on vacation. Anyway, okay, any other questions?
Susie, my mom wanted to know, you know, as far as the airline tickets go, is it better to book it through Royal Caribbean or just do it on your own?
So there's 2 parts to that. I mean, if you book it through Royal Caribbean using their flexible air, because you can see like a little green check mark when you're looking at it, you don't have to pay for it until your cruise final payment. So in that way, it's positive, because if you went to Orbitz and bought American, you would have to buy it right now, even though all of the airlines right now are having no cancellation penalties. They still will give you a flight credit. You know what I mean? So yeah, you can book it either however you want. Obviously with the Royal Caribbean, you can only get legacy lines. You can't get Southwest. So if you want Southwest, you got to book it on your own. You know, I
know she wants to go with Delta just because she has the Delta card.
Oh yeah. So yeah, she will look at Royal Caribbean just because if you book the right type of fares, you won't have to pay for it right away.
Okay.
And they have some good rates. So all the cruise lines, but Royal Caribbean in particular, has huge blocks of air that they're kind of like subsidizing our air. So like, be sure if you're shopping for air, you look at the price for Royal Caribbean as compared to just buying it on your own, regardless of when you have to pay for it, because the Royal Caribbean air might be cheaper regardless.
Can you do that online, or do you have to actually talk to somebody to
Oh,
book those?
you can do it online.
Okay,
So see if you can figure it out from your booking, but if you can't, let me know.
all right,
Because maybe I need to help you. Like,
all right.
they keep saying that I have to do it, but I swear that there's a website that I can send you to and you can do it.
Okay,
It's called Royal Caribbean Air to Sea, and it's air the number 2 sea.
okay,
Yeah.
perfect. Thanks.
Fly home and drive to.
Okay, any other questions?
And then I'd have to think about that.
Someone's talking. It must be Lynn and Calvin.
It was us. We're trying to decide if we're flying or driving.
Oh, that's a long drive, isn't it?
Yeah, but we have to go straight from the cruise to Michigan for the the Celebration of Life service for Pam.
I know. I want to make that one, but I don't know if I'll be able to. Like the very next weekend, it's like, oh my God, why did it have to be then? I mean, if you would have had it in July, I would have been there. Now I got to figure out if I can really do the back-to-back trips.
Oh, sure. You're younger than us and we've been on the go since April.
Okay, but I'm very broken. I bet you're healthier than I am.
I don't know. I don't feel so healthy right now. That's why I'm going on this cruise.
Yeah, I
I need a
know.
break.
I'm gonna feel good after that cruise. Yes, Kathy?
Me?
Oh, I thought you were gonna
Nope.
say something because
I actually was. I need to run. So
Okay,
I'm
bye-bye.
looking forward to the cruise. I appreciate everything you do. And I will see you guys next time.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
I'm done anyway. I haven't got anything else to say. I did my whole paper. Look at how long. Okay. Oh,
Good
you
job.
You can't see it. I hold it in front of me, then you can't even see me. That's funny. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, like I said, it doesn't take much to entertain me. Okay, I'm going.
All
All right, well, you guys have
Okay.
a good rest of your weekend.
Bye.
Have fun.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Coco.
Bye, thank you.
Holy